water breaks and trying to do all they can to get this resolved. As we work through this, we have mobilized additional resources, including our emergency management people, the Atlanta Fire Rescue Department, Atlanta Police Department, our Office of Constituent Services. We've been in complete dialogue with our City Council, as you see here, and many of our departments, including our communications and our information management, etc. And I want to thank Chief Shearbaum and Chief Smith that are here. We have provided water pallets of water for drinking and sanitary needs at 5 of our fire rescue stations across the city. And our zone commanders and our police recruits are checking in on our senior citizens at senior high rises and towers. And so if you're a senior that is in need, please reach us at 311. Please continue to follow the boil water advisories and check in on our elderly and our vulnerable neighbors that are in your community as we work through the repair process. My administration understands very clearly how important the city's water supply is. That water is a valuable, a critical piece of a critical resource, and cities can't function and lives can't function without it. It's absolutely at the top of our list, and it is a priority that has our fullest attention. We take this matter very, very seriously, and our whole team takes it very seriously. As you see us working on this, we apologize profusely for this disruption to life in the city of Atlanta. We will have regular updates going forward, telling exactly what's happening, what information we have. We'll have regular updates about what is happening and how that might affect you. And I will be candid that overnight we did not do the best job of communicating. We could have done a better job over the past day, and for that, I apologize in how we have not been able to give you as much up-to-date information as possible. But the crews are working. And I've been in direct conversation and contact with the COO, with the Commissioner of Department of Watershed Management, with the Chief and everybody as we get this situation to a resolution. The Department of Watershed Management, as well as the City of Atlanta social media accounts, will have clear information on all channels moving forward. We will also have updates every 2 hours about this situation until it is 100% resolved. You can expect that every 2 hours that you will get something digital, something written, or you will have us come before you directly on camera about things going forward. You can stay connected via social media, website updates, robocalls that you've seen through our Everbridge, or via text message. And you can sign up for Notify ATL by texting 888-777-2 Notify ATL. Again, 888-777, and you can type that to Notify ATL, or you can go to visit www.atlantagA.gov/notifyATL to be able to get our text messages and robocalls. As we will hold regular press briefings so the media can partner with us to ensure that all residents and visitors are getting this information on television, on radio, on social media. I know many of you are already looking ahead and wondering how we can avoid this situation of going forward in the future. This is very old infrastructure. Let's be very clear about what we're dealing with. We're dealing with extremely old pipes that we want to continue to resolve these matters across the city by replacing old infrastructure. And we have reached out for help. We're looking for expertise from engineers and including other folks that are top-of-class engineers and people from the Southern Company, Georgia Power, who deals with outages and things all the time, to know how to resolve those and help the public get access to information and to get solutions resolved. So finally, I just want to thank the men and women of the Department of Watershed Management for working day and night, and the rest of the team members across the city of Atlanta. Everybody has been focused on this and working. I want to thank them for their work. And I also want to thank the citizens of Atlanta for your patience, for your understanding, but also for holding us accountable. We will get to the end of this. We've been working diligently on it, and we're going to work, and we're going to get through this together. After I have the Chief Smith and Chief Shearbaum and also Commissioner Wiggins speak, then I'll come back and take questions. So at this time, I'll have Fire Chief Smith come and talk about the things that the fire department does.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am here to share with you that operations for the rescue department are not happening. We are 100% open. Thanks to our partners with Georgia Mutual Aid, who have greenly provided water tankers for us to assist for fires if they are needed or the fires arise. At the same time, we've also opened up to the community. We have 4 fire stations where we have porta potties as well as bottled water that are available for the citizens in the impacted areas. We are Station 1, which is on Village Street, Station 2, Jonesboro Road, Station 10 on Boulevard, and Station 16 here on Boulevard. And we continue to monitor the status of the water and potties to make sure that we can assist the community in any way possible. In addition to that, we've activated our code enforcement officers, and they're making their rounds regularly to the hotels and impacted businesses downtown, as well as we can't leave our senior citizens out. We're making sure that we are taking care of those family members. And we're also making rounds to the local hospitals, those critical areas with children that may need assistance with us providing water or assisting them moving out of operations in major cities. And with that, I will pass it on to
Good afternoon, everyone. Just want to reassure the citizens of our city that there has been no impact on police operations. We continue to protect all neighborhoods of our city because of the disruption. We are making modifications at police precincts that have been impacted by the water outage by delivering water, food, and then supplemental restrooms to those locations. I want to thank the men and women of the police department for continuing to work through this time. Our 911 center continues to operate. The men and women there are operating with supplemental resources that have been delivered to locations for restrooms to the waters. So thank you for everyone at the 911 center for continuing work as you've been doing. The mayor has directed a full mobilization of the police department to support this effort. So we have resources on standby and ready to support the men and women of the Department of Watershed Management and ADOT as they work throughout the city. And as we speak, recruits of our police department, your future officers, are canvassing senior citizen high-rises and other areas of the city to ensure that we are that safety net and make sure that individuals that may be impacted are getting the assistance they need from their city government. We will work fully throughout this effort until the situation is restored. I will ask citizens, please do not call 911 for an update. The mayor did outline an aggressive, effective plan to communicate what is occurring, restorations. Let's keep 911 free for emergencies. And if you do have to report a water-related incident, please continue to use 311. Thank you. Mr. Dickens.
Thanks, Chief. Good afternoon, everyone. So I think it's important to start by how we got here. So yesterday I explained that this is a very unique site. What makes this site unique is that this particular location is 3 major lines in the city. And because of that, we had to shut all of these lines down to facilitate the repair of this particular location, which caused outages in certain areas. We learned of this leak a little bit earlier yesterday afternoon. Before yesterday afternoon, we thought it would be the responsible thing to do is to restore water services to areas that weren't impacted by the break, but were impacted by the valve that was closed to facilitate the repair. Later that evening, we began to conduct the repairs. We've made significant progress, although we have not been able to completely restore water services. As time progresses, we're getting closer to complete restoration. Where we are today is we took an old piece of the infrastructure out. As the mayor mentioned earlier, this infrastructure is circa 80 years old plus. It doesn't mean that we have not done repairs over a period of time, but the original design is an old design. It's comes with strict confinement, really difficult to access. And so because of that strict confinement, it makes it really difficult to get the proper alignment of these pipes. And so these aren't smaller pipes, these are large pipes, and it requires one person to be in the manhole working during that time. And so there is this significant